Stop scrolling and listen carefully. Because what I'm about to tell you will change the way women respond to you forever. Have you ever been texting a woman, only to notice her replies slow down, or even stop entirely? Have you noticed her cancel plans last minute, or suddenly act distant after being warm and playful just a few days ago? Most men panic in these moments. They overthink, they chase, they beg for attention. And every single reaction pushes her further away without them even realizing it. But here's the shocking truth. She isn't ignoring you by accident. And she isn't rejecting you at all. What you're seeing is a subconscious test, a way for her brain to measure your energy, your composure, and your confidence. Every reaction from you sends signals. Desperate energy repels, calm energy attracts, and most men fail before they even understand the rules of this invisible game. There's one subtle, invisible signal that changes everything. Once you understand it, no woman will ignore you again. This signal isn't about your words, your charm, or even your looks. It's about presence, real, grounded, magnetic presence that communicates confidence without saying a single word. When she senses this energy, her brain flips a switch. The cold, distant behavior suddenly shifts, and she starts noticing you in ways you've never experienced. She begins seeking your attention voluntarily. The shocking part is you don't have to chase. You don't have to over-explain or beg for validation. The moment you maintain calm, grounded energy, the invisible magnetism begins to pull her in. Most men fail to send this signal because they panic, they overtext, they call too often. They ask for reassurance. Are you upset? Did I do something wrong? All of which screams neediness. They try to force her attention, which ironically destroys the one thing she's unconsciously drawn to: stability. Every frantic text, every desperate attempt, tells her brain, he's unstable, he's desperate. He can't maintain his energy. And the shocking twist is that the more she seems to ignore you, the stronger your potential signal can be, if you respond correctly. Ignoring is not rejection. It's a test of your presence, your composure, and your ability to maintain calm under subtle pressure. So how do you send this invisible signal? You focus on your own life, your work, your hobbies, your health, your social circles. You become too busy living your life to be consumed by her absence. You stay calm, even when she's distant. You create scarcity. Don't be available at every hour. You maintain subtle unpredictability. Let her wonder what you're thinking, what you're doing, and why your attention is not desperate. This combination of calm, grounded presence with a touch of mystery creates a magnetic effect in her subconscious mind. It flips the dynamic completely. She starts seeking your attention instead of pulling away. Let me give you a real-life example. A guy I know was texting a girl obsessively. She was distant, cold, and barely responded. He panicked. He sent multiple messages, called her, tried to explain himself, begged for attention. Nothing worked. Then I told him to stop. Completely. No texts, no calls, focus on his life. 3 days later, she reached out first. Playful, curious, laughing. Suddenly, she wanted to meet him. The shocking twist here is that the moment he stopped trying, he became irresistible. His grounded, calm energy, the invisible signal, flipped her subconscious from disinterest to craving his attention. This isn't luck or manipulation. It's psychology in action. Women respond far more to nonverbal energy than to verbal words. Calmness signals stability. Independence signals value. Mystery signals intrigue. When you panic, chase, or overcompensate, her brain releases stress hormones, and she feels pressure instead of attraction. When you maintain composed, confident energy, her brain releases dopamine, curiosity spikes, and attraction grows naturally. She's not aware of it consciously, but she feels it. And here's the final twist. Every moment she seems distant, she's actually testing you. She's seeing if you crumble under pressure or if your energy remains unshakable. Pass the test, and she becomes drawn to you. Fail, and she loses interest. The steps are simple but rarely applied. Stop reacting emotionally to her distance. Focus on your life, your growth, your goals. Maintain your energy, stay calm, and let her notice your presence naturally. Don't chase. Don't over-explain. Don't beg for attention. The more composed you remain, the more magnetic your energy becomes. Over time, her brain will start seeking you without her even realizing why. Suddenly, the woman who ignored you begins initiating conversations. She laughs, she teases, she engages, all because your energy communicates stability, value, and presence. And here's the shocking, almost unbelievable part. The very distance that frustrated you, the coldness that angered you, the ignored messages that hurt you, these were never rejections. They were signals, tests, challenges. Her subconscious was trying to measure whether your energy could withstand subtle pressure. The men who fail panic, overreact, and push her away. The men who succeed understand the signal and maintain their calm. They don't change their behavior based on her pull-away tactics. They don't panic. They stay grounded. And the invisible shift in energy is irresistible. Once you master this, your relationships change entirely. Women stop ignoring you. They engage more willingly. They invest in your presence. Conversations flow naturally. Interest is sparked without chasing. The dynamic flips. She moves from testing you to seeking you to investing in your energy. And all of this happens because you understood a subtle, invisible signal that most men completely miss. Remember this. Your calm, grounded presence is magnetic. Your composure under subtle tension is attractive. Your focus on life, purpose, and growth communicates value that words cannot convey. She will notice. She will engage. She will be drawn to you. And if you ever find yourself frustrated by her distance, stop, breathe, focus on your energy. Maintain presence. The invisible signal you send in those moments is far more powerful than any text, any explanation, or any attempt to chase. Every reaction, every moment of panic, every over-texted message diminishes your magnetic signal. But the more you focus on yourself, the more you stay grounded, the stronger your energy becomes. Distance, pull away, testing, they are all opportunities. Opportunities to reinforce your calm, composed energy. Opportunities to send the invisible signal she cannot ignore. The final twist that shocks most men: she was never rejecting you. She was testing you. And once you master this subtle signal, no woman will ever ignore you again. She will seek you. She will notice you. She will invest in your energy. This isn't manipulation. It's understanding human psychology at its most fundamental level. Your energy communicates value before words ever do. Your calm presence speaks louder than text messages, social media interactions, or desperate attempts at validation. So tonight, stop reacting. Stop chasing. Focus on yourself. Maintain composure. Let her notice you, and watch as the invisible signal transforms her behavior. She will stop ignoring you. She will engage. She will invest. And you will finally understand the power of subtle, grounded energy, a power that most men never even realize exists